How y'all doing out there in video land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Well, I just got an update for you guys. Just an update for you guys today. And what's that update? Right off the bat, let's get to it. Right off the bat. Yesterday, I put in the wrong bearings. I didn't put in 80-20.5 bearings. There were bearings for another folder that had a 6mm pivot. But those bearings worked also, but these are the proper bearings. They are 6mm pivot, balls 1 millimeter thick, ball bearing count 19, inside diameter 0.238 inches, outside diameter 0.350 inches, thickness 0.030 inches. The Rocket Glide rings from Skip Bearings. That's what's in my folders right now. I went ahead and swapped them out as soon as I found out I had the wrong bearings in them. And put a little notation at the bottom of the video that I released. The video that I released this morning was a video that I made yesterday, and for some reason it took forever to download. And so it didn't get released yesterday. It got released today. But it was a video that I made yesterday. This video is for today, June 8th. June 8th, Sunday, June 8th. All right. And yes, I'm going to say these aren't Demco designs. That's true. These are Flytanium designs. Whoever designs the knives for Flytanium, or they had designed this knife, for Flytanium. I don't know if it was done in the United States. I don't know if it was done in Taiwan, because these knives are made at the Taiwan factory, the same place that the 80-20.5s and the Cubs and the Nano Cubs are all made. They're all made in the same factory. And what factory is that? That's the same place that they make cold steel knives. Demco retained those. Andrew Demco retained those relations, and that's where he, got his contracts to make his knives too. So when you get a knife from Andrew Demco from Taiwan, that's where it's coming from, the cold steel factory. And so basically, these are, made the same way that, made by the same people that make the 80-20.5s, the Shark Cubs, and the Nano Cubs. I don't have a Nano Cubs. Those are a little bit too small for me, so I wasn't interested in those. But I do have the Shark Cubs. And I absolutely love them. And I absolutely love these, too. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute, because, we got a new blade type. We get a drop point. Y'all know I love the drop point. This is a really nice drop point, too. It comes down to a really nice needle tip. So it's real slicey. It's a really good cutting tool. It'll be good for food prep. You know what that means for me? A work knife. I'm going to love it. And it's a size that won't intimidate people. So, if somebody was happen to see it, they wouldn't freak out. And so, but it's not too small. But it's not too big either. It's just like the right size for a work knife, if you ask me, if you work in an environment with a lot of people who don't carry knives. And they might get freaked out about a bigger knife. That's one reason why I sort of like to put purple accents on things and stuff like that too. It makes it look a little bit friendlier. And I like my work knives to look friendly, people. That's the reason why I love purple. Purple makes things look friendly. But then again, it can look kind of cool too. Like when it's like, done with a black DLC finished knife. Then it has a little bit sinister look to it then. Like this one too. I like that too. I think this is going to make a great work knife. And personally, I like unfinished knives best for my work knives because I use my work knives for food prep, and I prefer an unfinished blade for a knife I'm going to use for food prep. Just because I've heard things about cancerous things, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't want to get cancer. Both my parents died of cancer, so when people tell me something like that, it makes me think a little bit. And, why push my luck? Why not just, stay away from what might happen? But another reason why I think I like this knife so much is because of the size of it. The size of the handle. This handle is about 3.5 inches in the grip area. And I just noticed that my hand is just a touch over 3.5 inches. It's going to like 3 3/4 inches, but the main part of my grip area along the knuckles is about 3.5, a little bit over 3.5 inches, like 3 5/8 or something like that. So I think that's the reason why I like this knife so much, because my hand fits perfectly in here, in the grip area. And it feels perfectly comfortable. This is a really comfortable feeling hand. I mean, comfortable feeling knife for somebody that has a hand size that's similar to mine. This knife feels really good in hand. And that's one reason why I like all these knives. All these knives fit really good in my hand. Even the smallest one, the shark cub. The only reason why I love this shark cub, because look how it fits in my hand. And if I want to choke up on it, then I got extra room. I don't care if the handle's a little bit out of proportion with the blade, if it's all about making something more comfortable for you to grip. I'd rather have the handle be a little bit out of proportion to the blade if that's going to give me a more comfortable handle. I don't like having a 3-finger grip. I like having a 4-finger grip. And not when I choke up, but in the main part of the handle anyway. That's what I like. That's why I think the Nano Shark would probably be too small for me, because it's going to probably be so small that I'm going to lose that grip. I don't really want to go smaller than this knife anyway. This is a 2 3/4 inch blade. That's about as small as I want to go. And this is not intimidating at all. I carry this every day, and I pull it out in front of people at work when I have to use it and stuff. Nobody's ever said anything. So it doesn't intimidate at all. And it's a fun fidgeter. Shark locks are just fun fidgeters, people. That's a left-hand fidget. And I'm not a lefty. You see how I'm trying to do a reverse finger flick? There we go. Love it. All right, left hand, stop showing off. All right. All right. Left hand doesn't get to show off that much. But these are awesome knives, people. Oh, right hand saying, I got some comeback. I'm going to get the big blade. All right. All right. Y'all calm down. Talking to my hands. But anyway, these are awesome knives too, people. Absolutely love them. Let's weigh them out. That's one thing I did. Another thing I wanted to do today, real quick, is weigh things out real quick, so you guys can see the difference. This weighs about 4.3 ounces. It's right in that perfect range for me. I know for a lot of you that's too heavy, but for me it's just right. Did y'all see it there? 4.3 ounces. Now, if you want to go ultralight, you can do that. How much does this one weigh? This one has a titanium backspacer in it. Normally these weigh 3.0 ounces with the titanium backspacer 3.1. DLC coated polycarbonate handles. This is a beautiful knife, and I like to put backspacers on things. And just finishes it off. This is a beautiful knife, people. The other color I really liked for this one was the green handle scales. They were like a atomic green, or like Soylent green, or zombie apocalypse green. I love it. I love it. I love it. It looked really cool with the black. But this one, look at the finish on this one. Look at the finish on it. That's a stone washed titanium handle scale. And it matches the blade. I'm not polishing this. I'm leaving this just the way it is. I love the way it matches. I love the way it looks with the purple accents. And you can get any color accents you want for these. Flytanium's got so many different kind of color accents and everything else for these. I'm surprised they haven't done the handle scales in all sorts of different colors. But you can get these handle scales in either black PVD coating, which is a really good coating. You know, the next best DLC coating is PVD. You know, below that to me is Cerakote. Below that is titanium nitrate. But PVD is a really good coating too. Hard wearing coating. It's not DLC, but it's really good. It'll last a long time and it'll wear really nicely. But this is a titanium pocket clip, titanium backspacer, and titanium thumb studs, and titanium handle scales. And I love the way everything matches together. And like I said, you can get different color accents. You know, if you want green, if you want blue, whatever. You know, you can get whatever you want. Beautiful. I love the way these handle. Awesome knives. Listen to that. Beautiful sound. Makes beautiful sounds. Now these, one thing I do notice that I do want to modify. Wait a minute, let's weigh these other ones real quick. Let's weigh what we got for this one. Before I get carried away with myself here. 4.5. See, this is another one that feels really good in my hands too. This is the one with the Flytanium G10, purple G10 scales that you can have them modify, because they don't offer this 3.8. And the way that you get these is you got to let Flytanium know that you want the big pivots, and they'll take like the regular scales and they'll do a big pivot thing to them, and they'll turn them into big pivots. That's what this is. I love them. Purple G10 from Flytanium, made in Utah. Flytanium stuff is all made in Utah. It's all made in the United States. All right. All-time favorite here, 5.4 for a full-size 8020S. Now it's not the super thick one, the 8020. I don't have one of those. This one's 6.0. 6.0 with the aluminum scales from Original Goat aluminum scales. This is an OG1 pattern with a GIMP backspacer, aluminum backspacer. One I carry every day. The Shark Cub, the pineapple pattern OG Original Goat scales. 3.7 ounces, 3.7 ounces. I absolutely love this one too, people. This is my daily carry for my left-hand pocket. It's my daily utility knife. And you know me, I had to make another one have a backup. I hardly ever use this one. I have carried it to work too, though, but I hardly ever use it. I always worry about messing up the finish. I'm gonna be honest. With the ones like this, I don't worry about messing up the finish, because I know if I get a little scuff or something, I can buff it out. With the bare aluminum or the bare titanium ones. That's the reason why I end up usually carrying the bare aluminum, bare titanium, because I know if I do mess it up a little bit, I can repair it. This I can't repair. But I love it. I love it. And that's a shark's tooth pattern. I love these. I love the way everything matches. I love the blade. That's the other thing I wanted to talk about, was the blade. This is a new addition to the Shark Lock family. You got the drop point. You got real drop point with a nice thin tip, nice slicey blade. Beautiful. It's beautiful. And now you got this, and that, to add it to the spear point. This was the previous new one. The spear point. Absolutely love these too. In my collection, anyway. And these are the old school ones. These are original D2 ones. Austrian K110 D2. I absolutely love it. It holds a really good edge. Don't let nobody tell you that this doesn't hold a good edge. It holds an edge for a long time. And these are the most affordable Dimcos to get too. The ones that I have that are expensive ones, the LMAX and the M390. I don't use those. I use these. I use those. Those are the ones I like to use. And these are 20 CV, just like these are 20 CV. And these are awesome too. This one doesn't really get used. It's still like a brand new knife. It's just a brand new modified knife. This one's been resharpened, and it has been used a lot. It's been resharpened, reprofiled, all kinds of stuff. These are brand new. Oh, that's another thing. Let's see how sharp they are, huh? Let's see how sharp they are. Let me get a piece of paper over here. Let's see how sharp they are. Heel to toe like we always go. Razor. Titanium. They're both Japanese AUS-10A. I'm just calling this one titanium because it's got the titanium handles. Woo! Razor. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Loving it. Loving it, people. All right. Highly recommending them. The only thing that I want to modify on mine is this right here, the shark fin, because it's eating up my finger, people. This shark fin is sharp. It's very sharp. But you know, it catches on your finger easily, but it hurts. And so sometimes it makes me not want to pull it up like you're supposed to. I just want to pull it back. And that's where you see me get like not a full, drop. It's because I'm not pulling it up. These you're supposed to pull up. And that's the reason why it's made the way it is. So you can pull it up. What I mean by that, watch my finger. I go up and then back. And then once you got it up, the blade is free. And it's just riding on the skiff bearings. But this one, it's a little bit smaller. They should have made it maybe a touch a little bit taller, but you got to really dig down in there, and you got to grab it, and then once you pull it up, the blade becomes free. But it's kind of painful because it's sharp. On this one with the black finish, I'm gonna leave that one the way it is. I'm gonna leave that one the way it is. The other thing to note is that these blades are longer than the other ones. These are 3 1/4 inch. These are 3 1/8. These are 2.75. That is 3 3/4. Well, no, actually, that's 5/8. Just a little bit under 3/4. So these are the big ones. This is the same size as the full size, the full thickness one with the 80/20, but they're the same size, just a different thickness. The handle parts are interchangeable except for the back spacer and the barrel spacers if you're going to use barrel spacers, and the lock bar is different. Lock bar is thicker. The shark's fin, actually. All the other parts are interchangeable, and except for the blade. the blade and the pins are different thickness too. But the handle parts, like the scales and the liners, you can interchange them. The pocket clips, everything else you can interchange, but the hardware you can't. All right, people. Well, that's about all I think I got for today. I think I covered just about everything. This was the main thing that I had to cover. Put that back out there. Got the right size bearings. That's why I had to change in these. Even though with the other bearings it worked just fine, but those weren't 80-20.5 bearings. These do use the 80-20.5 bearings. They use 80-20.5 bearings in these. And they come with 80-20.5 bearings. They come with the ball bearing caged stainless steel ball bearings. Those are the least desirable ones to me. And so that's the reason why on the Flytanium site, they offer the skiff bearings, and they also offer the Flytanium ones that they offer. They upgrade to the other ones they have, and they have a brass ball cage that's like a hollow ball cage with, I think it's ceramic. I think they had ceramic ball bearings. It might be stainless steel ball bearings. I'm not sure. But the ones you want are the skiffs with the ceramic ball bearings, people, with the bronze phosphorus milled ball bearing cages. Those are the good ball bearings. Absolutely love them, people. I'm highly recommending these. Highly recommending them. I think they're awesome. I think they're awesome. And this one's going to be the one that's going to go in my rotation drawer. This is the one that you'll see in my rotation drawer. Why? Because I like this one the best. I like the weight of it. I like the way it feels in my hand. And also with the titanium ones, no flex. No flex at all with the titanium ones. I'm sure the more expensive aluminum ones wouldn't have flex either. But the polycarbonate ones do have a little bit of flex, but it's not bad, people. It's not bad. It's not like a bug out. You know, it's just a little bit of flex. And these scales feel like they're really good scales too. I just prefer a little bit more weight. 3 ounces weight is a little bit lighter than what I'm used to. But for all of you that like, you know, super light knives, a 3-ounce one is going to be awesome for you. I like this. I like the way this feels in my hand. It just feels, the added weight just gives me a little bit more confidence in the knife. It makes the knife just feel stronger to me mentally, maybe. I don't know what it is. It just, I like the metal handled knives, and I like the G10 handled knives. G10 is a really strong material too. You know, it's got like the same tensile strength as aluminum. So I like that too. But anyway, absolutely loving it, people. And this one doesn't feel too heavy. Usually titanium knives feel too heavy for me, but this one feels just right. I think they do some weight relieving on the titanium on the inside. I think they did it just right, where the knife still is very strong and it just feels really good in the hands. Highly recommending it, people. Peace out. Stiletto. Have a great day.